Okay, so welcome back. So as I told you that I will be starting from this point only. So till now we have already learned that we have already opened the file in the read mode, and we have used the read method in two ways. One is directly reading it on the shell, and the second is first capturing the data in the variable x and then printing that variable. Okay, now we move on to the second method of read, which is read n. Okay, let me take you back to Python, and again I will do the same thing. I just copy this and I paste it here. Okay, now my file is open and my pointer is at the first character of that file. Now what will I do? I will say f1 dot read, and let me capture this. So I want to read first 5 characters only. So I will say, I will go to the variable, I create a variable called x equals to f1 dot read, and I press enter. So that data is captured in x. If I say print x, so only the first 5 character of the file will be printed. So hello. Okay, now let's say I again run the same command. I say y equals to, if I say x, then whatever was there in the x will be overwritten, right? So this you already know. So I am saying next, let's say 20 characters, and I press enter. So then I say print y. So you can see it is showing me the next. So space is also counted. You can see that space is also counted. So including spaces, it is counting 20 characters, and it is showing me those 20 characters. So you can see that when I said read 20, it has not started from the first character, that is hello. It has not started. Why? Because as I told you, the moment you run the commands after opening a file, the moment you keep on running the different read commands, your pointer is also moving and getting fixed to that last character, which till that point you have read the file. Okay, so in my previous instruction I said 5, so my pointer now was being placed here, right after O, in the space area. So the moment I said 20, it has started reading from that space, and then students, and then next whatever 20 character counts to total till O of you. So this is how it works. The pointer is being moving as and when you are using the different read commands. Okay, now let's do another one. Okay, let me try the read line here. If I say f1 dot read line, now this read line, what does it do? It read one line at a time. I told you that. And then I say print z. So you can see in my second line, I was in the second line. In the second line, only this part, U space doing was being left. After that, there was a /n, end of line character. So the moment it was an end of line character, it breaks. So read line will read one line at a time, right? If I say z1 equals to f1 dot read line again, so it will read the next line, right? And I say print z1. So you can see it is showing you why I am missing you all a lot, right? Which is a fact. I am really missing you all. So this is how my file is being read by using the read line also. So till now we have used read n, and then read line. Okay. Now what I do is I just a minute. Control F9. Sorry. Okay, so we have learned the different read methods which are available when you are opening the file in the read mode. We have learned about read under the bracket n with n characters, then read line. Now the last one is read lines. Now as I told you, this method is being used when we want to read all the lines together, but this will return the output as in the form of a list. Okay, let me show you how. Okay, so what I do is I'm just making, okay, now it will work. Okay, yes. Okay, so what will I do now? I will say because my pointer is at the end now, so one of it, what will I do? I'll say f1 dot close. I close my file. Okay, now I go back and I say f1 dot open, sorry, f1 equals to open, and then I say my file dot txt, sorry, my file dot txt, and no need to mention the read because it by default is read. Okay, then I say f1 dot, and this time I'm going to use read line. So you can say there is a read lines, sorry, so I'm saying read lines, and I am capturing this data in a variable x. Okay, so let me do it in x only. Okay, and then I say print x. So now you can see earlier when I use the read function with x, if you remember, let me see on the top. Yes, so you can see when I've used x with the read function and we have printed the x, it was showing me, you know, in this way, like with the line breaks and all proper file method. Now when I have, so it was actually a string file at this time. Now when I have used the read lines, it has read all the lines together, but then it is giving me all that in the form of a list. Now let's say if I want to read each line one by one, then what will I do? So we know that just like we use a list. So for I in x, because it's a list now, each element is a element of a list. For I in x, print I. So you can see it is giving me like this. Now do you know why it is giving the line breaks here? Because there is one /n default, and then after, when we are using this way a list element, it is also giving a line break. So that's why these line breaks are there, right? Okay, so this we have understood now, all the 4 operations of the read function, read methods, read mode, sorry, all the 4 methods of read mode: read, n, read line, and read lines, right? So writing function, you know, the write mode we will be doing in the next class.